Hello everyone. So in this particular video we are going to discuss about data loading pattern in a Snowflake. So in a Snowflake there are different ways through which we can load the data into a table. That only we are going to discuss. So let's start. So in a Snowflake we have a different ways. The first way is like using a Snowflake UI. So using a Snowflake UI you can open a Snowflake and in a database like you will see a one option load the data. Once you will click on the load the data, you have to select the file and data will be loaded into a table. So this is the first way. Using a Snowflake UI itself you can load the data into a Snowflake table. So that is the first way. The second one is like using a bulk loading technique, and this is the most common. So whenever you have a batch data and that data you want to load on a daily basis or on a hourly basis, right? So there we use a copy into command. So copy into is like a one kind of the SQL command. Using that we can load the batch data. So suppose my sales data is coming on a daily basis, and on a daily basis I want to load the data into a table. So what actually I can use? I can use a copy into command. So I have to write one SQL command, copy into this table from this particular location, and using that we can load the data into a table. So that second way is a bulk loading. Now third way is like a continuous loading. So for the continuous data, so suppose you are receiving a sales data, you are receiving a sales data every 2 hours. So every 2 hours you are receiving a sales data, or suppose every 1 hours or every 2 minutes you are receiving a files in your cloud storage, right? Now near real time data, when you have a near real time data and that data you want to load into a table. So suppose I have this cloud storage, this S3 location, and every 2 minutes, every 1 hour, or every 5 minutes I'm keep on getting a data. Now as soon as you get the data you want to load the data into a table. So when you have that kind of the scenario, there actually we can use a continuous loading pattern, and here we use a Snowpipe. Snowpipe we use when you have to load the data on a near real time basis, then we use a continuous loading method. The fourth is the real time streaming. When you have a streaming data, like you are getting a data from API, you are getting a data from a Twitter, you are getting a data from a sensor, you are keep on getting a data, and that data if you have to process, then we can use a Snowpipe streaming. So these are the four different ways through which actually we can load the data into a Snowflake. Now let's discuss one by one. The first one we have understood, right? Snowflake UI. So you can directly go into the Snowflake UI. You have to click on the load data. You have to select the file and the data will be loaded. So this is the Snowflake UI. Snowflake UI loading is a manual ingestion approach where user uploads CSV, JSON or Parquet file directly from a UI itself. Internally, Snowflake stages the file and execute the copy into command. This approach is mainly used for testing, demo, and the quick validation. So when we use a Snowflake UI, suppose you have a scenario where you want to do a test or when you want to do a certain demo, right? So in that kind of the scenario only we use a Snowflake UI, because here we have a limitation. As of now, I think only the 250 MB files only you can upload in a one time. If you have a more data, right, then this method will not work. So whenever you want to do kind of the manual validation, manual test, right, in that kind of the scenario you can use a Snowflake UI. So here what you have to do, you have to go into the UI, you have to select the load data, and the data will be first loaded into the stages, and after that internally it will use a copy into command only, and finally it will load the data into a table. So that is how actually Snowflake UI works. So this we generally use for the manual testing whenever you have to upload CSV, JSON and all. So that is the first method. Now second is the bulk loading, and this is the frequently used. So whenever you have a batch data, so generally in ETL also, right, what generally we do, whenever we get the data, right, on a daily basis we try to process the data, and based on that data we try to show our report. Based on that data we try to show our report. So in that case, what actually we use? We use a copy into command. This is the most common enterprise batch loading pattern. It is used for the daily files processing, ERP data, whenever you have a historical data. So suppose I have a 2020 data. That data I want to load into my Snowflake table. So in this case, what actually we can use? We can use a copy into command. Whenever you have to do a schedule ingestion, so suppose every on a daily basis, every day I want to run a file which will load the data from a cloud to my Snowflake table. So in that kind of scenario, we use a copy into command. So this is the most common method which is generally used in an enterprise. So copy into is a Snowflake batch data processing, which is used to load files from a internal or external stages into a Snowflake table. It is widely used for the daily batch processing, historical migration, and enterprise ETL ingestion pipeline. This is generally used for the batch data processing. Now we are using one term, stages. We are using one term, stages. What does it mean? So stages is nothing but it is a temporary storage location. It is a temporary storage location. So suppose you are loading a data, right? Suppose you are loading a data. So what generally it does is like it first create a stage. So Snowflake, suppose you have a data in a cloud, right? So from cloud it will first create a stage, and this stage is like a temporary storage. First the data will come here, and from here only it will load the data into a final your Snowflake table. So this temporary storage is nothing but a stages. Now when we say it is in a copy into, we use internal or external stages. So when we say internal stages, that is nothing but a Snowflake storage only. Internal means Snowflake storage only, and when we say external stages, it means the cloud storage or external storage location. So stages is nothing but it is temporary storage location. So first data will come here, and from here only the data will be loaded into a final table. So that's how actually it works. Coming to the copy into, so whenever you have a batch data and when you want to process, so we use a copy into command. Now coming to the continuous loading. So in a continuous loading, when you have a near real-time ingestion, so suppose I have a cloud. In this cloud, I usually receive a data, suppose every 2 minutes, 5 minutes, 10 minutes, as soon as any orders come, right? So order can come every 2 minutes, 5 minutes, 1 hour, 30 minutes, right? So your requirement is like as soon as the files is coming into a cloud, you want to process that data into, you want to load that data into a table. So in that kind of the scenario, we can use a continuously loading pattern, and for that we use a Snowpipe. So, so how is the scenario? Let me tell you. So suppose any order is happening. As soon as you get the file into a cloud, as soon as you get the file into a cloud, what actually you can do based on this event. So whenever any file is coming, that is nothing but event, right? Based on this event, what actually you can do? You can send one you can send one alert. You can send one alert to the Snowflake, like file has received, and the Snowflake will load the data into a final table. So that's how whenever you have a requirement for the continuously loading, whenever you want to process a near real time data, right? So in that kind of case, we use a continuous loading. Snowpipe is a Snowflake continuous ingestion service that automatically loads the file from a cloud storage into a Snowflake table using event-based notification. It supports near real-time ingestion with serverless compute. So it works like a event base. So as soon as you get any file, right, you can trigger a event, and based on that event, load the files will be loaded, data will be loaded into a Snowflake table. So in that kind of scenario, we use a continuous loading. Now next is the real-time streaming. So when we use a real-time streaming, so suppose you have a scenario where you keep on getting a data like from a Kafka streaming, you have IoT devices, you have a banking transaction, you have a live dashboard, you have a click stream analytics, right? Where keep on generating a data. So IoT devices are keep on generating data, right? So in that kind of the scenario, what actually you want to do, you want to load the data in a real time basis, then we use a Snowpipe streaming. So Snowpipe streaming is a Snowflake low latency streaming ingestion mechanism where application directly stream record into Snowflake table without staging files. It is ideal for real-time analytics and event-driven architecture. So here we don't use a stages. So in previously we were using a temporary storage for the files, right, and then only it was loading into the final, but here we don't use a stages. As soon as file write, that file is getting loaded into your final tables. So that's how actually it works. It's like a it works on a streaming basis. As soon as application directly stream records into a Snowflake table, as soon as you got the streaming records, it will load into a final table. So that's how actually this real-time streaming works. I hope you got high level idea like what are the different data loading patterns we have and how actually we can do. In next video with practically we will try to see all these things.